Good day, everyone, and welcome. Our guest today is Dr. Jumoke Ajanaku. Welcome, Jumoke, and I'm so glad to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm also glad.
Great.
Yeah.
Jumoke, you recently completed a postdoctoral fellowship with us at NuMIQ with Professor Welma Lubbe, and we know that you now have moved to another country, and we are so glad to have a chat with you and hear how you are and how you experienced your postdoctoral fellowship and what you are busy with now. So please tell us more.
Okay, I would say my experience with my postdoctoral fellowship at Northwest University, Chestrum, South Africa, was a mixed experience. And what I mean by mixed means maybe positive and negatives. And we know that, yes, life is filled with positive and negatives. But along the line, I learned some lessons and I also gained experience.
That sounds wonderful. Like, as you say, it's life. So there are positive and negative experiences, and it seems that you grew from the experience.
Yes.
Would you mind sharing some of the positive experiences?
Some of the positive experiences, because it was immediately I finished my PhD, I got a postdoc position. So I think I was able to move a bit from the student mode, to becoming a refined researcher. Then I was able to utilize my okay, let me just say the first year of my postdoc, like I didn't really get things right. Like you have a lot of things coming, trying to get my proposal done. Then I think part of, then I had high expectations. So when it comes to the positivity, I was able to utilize my time. Then I had this mentality of the balance of give and take. And also, when it comes to grant writing too, I had a grasp of what grant writing was all about through the help of Prof Welma, because in the same year I got the National Research Foundation Fellowship. And then I also had to think about a lot of things in terms of research, because as a postdoctoral research fellow in the university, you need to be part of the major role you play in the university is to increase the publication of the department, which also indirectly increases the publication understanding of the score. So that was part of the my positive experience, because I was able to think about my independent project, my line of research, whereby I can have independent projects from like along the years. And when it comes to mentoring students too, I think I gained a peer experience about mentoring and supervising students. And I was also able to sharpen up my writing skills, because as a researcher, you're expected to publish and you have to know how to, the scientific writing part has to be very good. So those are part of the positive experiences.
So it seems to me that it was a learning curve, sharpening your writing skills, learning new skills in grant writing, having your proposal ready in the first year. And from that, I can hear the negative experiences as well, is to having to adjust very quickly and adjusting your expectations and having to adjust to a new program.
Yes, because I didn't study nursing, I studied information science. So, but I was just highly interested in interdisciplinary research, whereby I can, whereby I can combine healthcare research with specific focus on nursing with information science. But part of what I learned is when you're choosing a host, the host interest needs to align with yours, because the initial research I came in with, Programmer was like, okay, she can't really supervise that. So, we needed to meet up at the middle ground. So I had to take part of my research, and I also had to take part of my research and, merge it together so that we can meet at the middle ground.
Yes, definitely. I think you give a wonderful few pointers for people who are interested in doing a postdoctoral fellowship, and I think we can learn from you. Can you please tell us then what was your focus of your postdoctoral fellowship?
My focus was on leadership, transformational leadership and structural, the influence of transformational leadership and structural empowerment on work outcomes of healthcare professionals in South Africa.
That sounds very interesting. And what outcomes did you see from the research that you did during your postdoctoral fellowship?
During my postdoc, we also know the impact the COVID-19 pandemic had on research, because I meant to go for data collection in the field, but I ended up utilizing systematic review for my research. So from the systematic reviews conducted, leadership and structural empowerment is very crucial in what work outcomes of health professionals when it comes to the job satisfaction and organizational commitments. So those two components are very vital in the healthcare settings.
No, definitely. And we are looking forward to following your work and see what you develop past your postdoctoral fellowship. So please tell us more about what you are doing now, where you are living, how are things there, and what are you busy with?
Okay, currently I'm in Canada and I studied information science, and as a researcher, you need to have your knowledge of data. And now we live in the world of data, like the buzzword big data. So I decided to further my studies. So currently I'm with Cambrian College, where I'm studying business analytics. And I also got a postdoc too with the University of Western Ontario, London. And I'm starting towards the end of the year. So, but I want to finish my course first, which runs from May to, the first semester, which runs from May to August before starting. So I just decided to take that break, updating my knowledge and then proceeding to work again.
Sure, that sounds wonderful. You really are a lifelong scholar and pursuing further studies.
Yes.
I wonder if you have a message for NuMIQ, looking back at the researchers there, the study leaders, the future students and the current students. What word of encouragement would you have for us?
The kind of encouragement, well, first and foremost, because I was the first postdoc in the department, so I think I felt somewhat isolated. So I think first and foremost, I would just say that for the postdoc, fellows should get more involved with the department. And for NuMIQ, I love the department, and I would say I had more positive experiences than negative. You have friendly staff and people willing to assist, but I would just say a postdoc fellow in the department needs to get more involved in the departmental activities.
Thank you for those words. I agree with you, and we really need, take your advice into consideration, take it forward, and I think it will be meaningful for future postdoctoral fellows for us to take this into consideration and follow up on that.
And also, during departmental meetings, postdoc fellows should, I think maybe for departmental meetings, once in a while, should be allowed to present their work to the staff members, and staff gets to know what the postdoc fellow is up to. I mean, share your research with them.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you, so that we are all on board and can encourage and help the postdoctoral fellow. And I agree that it's a wonderful opportunity to share work and to know what the other person is doing and to learn from one another.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, and we wish you well, all of the best, and please keep contact and let us know how you are.
Yes, I will. And I also send an email for collaborations. I'm still available, and I'm still finishing up my papers because I'm still working the department papers. So I will.
Wonderful, great stuff. All of the best.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.